help you?
Sure.
This is for Amherst Community Volunteer.
Okay.
And I'm interested maybe in posting it on MySpace or YouTube because it's more immediate.
Sure.
Could you tell me what you're doing here today?
What we're doing is we're doing a fundraiser called the Elm Project. And basically what we're doing is we're working on providing the inoculations for Dutch elm disease for the elm trees. More in particular, three more prolific ones. One on Sunset Ave, known as the Grayson Elm, which is pictured in the poster, and then also two more. One that's right here behind us, and another one. I believe it's the East Street Common that I believe it's on. And what we're doing is because the town doesn't have the funding to do it, and they haven't been able to do it in the past couple of years. We're fundraising to get the money to be able to do these inoculations to make sure that these elms don't get the Dutch elm disease and try and prevent it from ever happening. What we're doing is whatever money we raise for this, we plan on putting towards that, and then whatever money we have left over, we plan on buying a few disease-resistant cultivars of elms to plant right here in the common. But this is also going to be one of those ongoing processes that we're trying to set up a fund for years to come.
Right.
So that this is something that we can just continually have done, so that we don't. So hopefully the town of Amherst never has to worry about losing elms that we have.
How do they get
now.
this disease? The trees.
It's basically like on our poster. It's transmitted through elm bark beetle, which it's a boring insect. It'll bore right into the stem of the tree, and it basically has the fungus on its body. So when it actually gets into the soft
beetle?
tissue, yes. So when it actually gets into the soft tissue of the elm tree, it basically it rubs off.
Yeah.
And that's how it's transmitted. And it's a very fast-moving disease, and it's a quick killer. So if you don't catch it in time, it's absolutely devastating.
So what do you do for the tree if it's already if it has a disease?
If it already has it, the best thing to do is try and prune out the infected areas. That's basically the only thing that you can really do for it once it's already gotten it, and then you just gotta try and keep up and make sure that you continue to do the inoculation, so that this way you can try and prevent it from spreading further throughout the rest of the tree.
And how do you inoculate? What do you do?
The system that we're going to be using, it's I'm not exactly sure the exact system that's going to be used. CL Frank is going to be the company that we have that's going to be doing the job, and it's most likely going to be one of two systems, either going to be a Maget system or the Arborjet system, which is very similar but different. You basically drill a hole, very, very tiny hole, in around the base of the tree. Depending on the size of the trees, how many holes you have to drill, and you basically put, depending on which system, it's either a capsule or it's a little tube that runs along the entire tree, and it's basically fed through the tree systemically right into the xylem tissue, which brings everything into the canopy.
Sort of like a bloodstream.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
All right. Well, thank you for doing what you do.
My pleasure.
Being part of that great team, you know, our trees.
That's what we're all about.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dutch elm.
We're having an all-you-can-eat barbecue down at the park. Anybody wants to come down and join us?